fight the demons in my mind. I'll prevail with every battle if I'm right. Guess my aim was off, the target's out of sight. Would I be better if I left it all behind? 'Cause we could find a way, we could find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We could find a way, we could find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We could find a way. safe to say I'm
to another Indiana Tech stream. Today we are doing WHAC with League.
Yeah. And I'm here finally.
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
Straight from the Valorant team?
Yeah, so excited to finally be back. I missed our first match because I was sick, but still.
Yep.
Really great to be back. Missed everyone here. Missed all you guys as well on watching some of these League matches. But now, me and Crowley? Crowley, yes. Okay, I got it right this time. Me and Crowley, you know, we're going to pop off this game because, you know, Bub has his moments, but me and him are a lot more intellectual in regards to how League of Legends is played.
I don't know about that, but we'll see how we do.
We'll see how it goes.
So today we're
It'll be like that,
Heights.
but we know. I'm giving him crap over it, but it's fine. He did it the best he could. But it's time for a real match.
It is.
I mean, it might not be necessarily a real match because I hear rumors, some conniving from the Indiana Tech side.
Oh
on
yeah,
certain roles.
They're doing a little bit of a mix-up today. Everyone kind of switched positions. I don't know if it's quite one to the right or what it is they're breaking up, but
from what I heard, Ping, the support player, might be going top lane.
That's what I heard too.
Which could be very interesting because as his teammate in Valorant, it's going to be very interesting to see him play top lane.
Oh?
Yeah.
What sort of things are you expecting for him?
Ooh, I can't say as much because I'd just be flaming him, but I expect necessarily... I want him to at least survive lane, okay? I want him to survive lane and not get solo killed.
So don't feed.
Yeah.
That's kind of the name of the game, right? Don't feed, you got a better chance in the late game.
Absolutely. So, eventually, we're going to get into draft selection. We're having a bit of technical difficulties, but what are we looking to see from the IT side in regards to drafting? Do we have any power picks? I know we are doing this role swaps and stuff, but...
It's going to be hard to say. I'm not 100% sure.
Man.
We are going to take, it looks like, a 2-minute break from the players.
Yeah, because we haven't waited long enough, I guess.
Nope.
So we'll entertain you more, you guys for a little bit longer. Very slow day. Honestly, why not get a little recap on what's been happening lately for this week? Valorant won, I know that. We popped off last night. So that was very good. Valorant's got another match tomorrow, so I'm very excited for that. Rocket League, what happened this week with Rocket League? Do we know? Or have they haven't played yet? Okay.
Yeah, I think they play tomorrow.
Okay, playing tomorrow. So 2 very high-profile games tomorrow. Very excited for that. How are Rocket League doing currently? Because I know Valorant's undefeated right now.
I think they're pretty close as well. Might have lost. Oh, they're 1-1.
1-1. Okay, that's respectable. That's respectable. Let's look to get that 2-1 tomorrow. And then popular characters currently.
Well, I could say a little bit of what they normally play, but since they're all mixing it up, it's going to be really hard to take a guess as to who's going to play what.
So with the new patches that have come out, what I'm very interested currently is if they're going to go a jungle Mbessa. Because Mbessa's got very good wave clear, or not wave clear, jungle clear.
Yep.
She's got very good engage with her ultimate, so I'm very interested to see how they use that if they decide to go Mbessa, because she's very strong right now.
She is very strong. Question is, does our top laner normally play Mbessa?
Well, with the roll swapping everything, maybe the jungle goes it, you know?
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying, is if the jungle on top, if the top laner's playing jungle this time,
Ooh.
very likely we might see it.
Oh, true, true, yeah.
Already familiar with champ.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a great pick. As Mundo as well, you know, goes where he pleases. Would also be another great pick. A thumbs up from Bub regarding the Mundo pick. But let us go into draft.
Looks like we're finally getting in there.
All right, blue side for Indiana Tech means first pick. So what are we going to do? 4 picks and bans. MF first. Okay, that's a very interesting pick. MF, not really that strongest character, but probably Siena on Siena Heights side, they probably have MF one trick. 2 ADCs off the board right away. The Kaisa getting banned out by Siena Heights. Kaisa, in comparison, very good character. So, very smart ban by Siena.
Strong engage and strong poke, so I mean it's always a good one to get off the board. Pretty strong ADC
Poppy,
overall.
another good pick, a very solid pick. Stops a lot of jump-ins.
Another ADC.
Another ADC in the Yanara. So this is going to be a very tight squeeze for Indiana Tech if they decide to go first pick on the ADC. Because there's not going to be a lot of chance for counter-picking on Siena side.
Right. So they might have to just kind of force it and throw it out early.
Yeah.
If they do, my guess is they'll probably throw out the support as well, just to hide as much info as possible.
But from what I'm seeing here, Poppy, very good at with her W, Stalwart, I believe it's called, stops any jumps. So they're probably, Indiana Tech side's probably looking for a lot of engaged
dashing characters, yep.
Yes, because they don't want that Poppy to stop them from pushing in. Yeah. First thing, though, Aphelios coming off the board. Jhin, Jarvan is a very interesting combination. Jhin, personally, not a big fan of it. I think Jhin just doesn't do a lot of damage, but the J4 is definitely a very good pick with very good engage, which is why the Poppy Graves.
And a Thresh.
Thresh, very good pick. Aphelios Thresh, we actually saw that in LCS recently. I think C9 ran it and they pup stomped, so that's very
it's a
good pick.
Really strong
bot lane for Indiana Tech, but Graves is a very interesting pick. I have not seen a Graves in a very long time, especially
2 years.
Yeah, oh no, it's been ages. Graves is he's difficult to play. He can be piloted, but I am concerned on Indiana Tech side, considering the fact that we are having a role swap happening from top laner going to jungle.
Right.
And then Jhin Karma.
Also a strong bot lane. No?
No, because the Jhin doesn't have enough damage to make utilize the Karma poke.
If he plays his shots well, fourth shot does hurt. So if if he does it timing-wise, it can hit pretty hard.
Urgot, man. Fizz ban.
And a Fizz ban.
Okay, they are just like... It's all bans for their main characters and stuff. They want to get out all the... all just the Indiana Tech's sleeper picks, you know? Getting rid of the... Kha'Zix, getting rid of the Urgot, getting rid of the Fizz, you know. Victor banned from Indiana Tech.
Darius.
And Darius, okay. So, Siena Heights side, looking for a more poke than dive comp with the Jhin Karma. Probably going to look to have, play around. Akshan getting hovered here. I don't think that's a good pick for their stylization on what they're trying to do. They need more survivability. Currently, they don't have any way of stopping this Thresh from just... The moment the Thresh hits anyone with a hook, they just die.
Yep.
Akshan anyways, though. Okay, so Siena Heights are playing a very, very volatile comp. If Siena Heights can get ahead and they keep that lead, they can snowball very quickly on Indiana Tech.
They could, although if they don't, it's a very squishy team so far.
Yeah, I mean, if they don't get ahead, I'm going to be honest, it's over. This game's really going to be decided at the first dragon.
Yeah, maybe even before that.
Maybe. Actually, yeah, maybe at Crab, because currently, right now, with the new patches that come out, Crab is actually very, very important to contest early.
Yep.
LeBlanc, that's an amazing pick by Indiana Tech, though. Seeing 3 squishies, Jarvan on the squishier side compared to generally more junglers, and LeBlanc is a great burst mage as well. And there's the
that
Mbessa
you called for.
So yeah, it's it can actually be an Ambessa jungle here, and you have the Graves top lane. I know LS won a streamer for FlyQuest. He is a very big
Graves top player.
Yeah, he's very big on talking about the utility and the goodness of a Grave top lane.
Looks like they are hovering something with a little bit of tank in there.
Yeah,
that's very smart.
An Ornn is good, but it's like, I fear for the AD. Look at how much AD is on their side.
Yeah.
You got a J4, you got a Jhin, you got an Action. So much attack damage. This Ambessa is going to be eating. He goes one Death's Dance, and he's mitigating half their damage.
Graves, too, with his stacks as he dashes.
Absolutely, true. Graves' passive gives him passive armor every single time he uses E, so he's going to be even more tanky. This Ornn could be a pick, they're really lacking a magic damage. The only one that does magic damage currently on their roster is the Karma, but she's a support. She doesn't build damage.
And that might be what's holding them back right now. They might be looking to see what they've got deep in their pocket that has AP.
A Rumble could be good here. If you wanted to go super volatile, a Rumble would be very nice. You could stop a lot of the engage with your Rumble ult.
Yep.
Like if someone gets hooked, you just immediately Rumble ult them across. And you Rumble ult them in a team fight, and they just burn constantly.
Just a couple seconds left, I think, for them to start picking, so they might just get forced into it.
Yeah. But looking overall, so what are the generalized team styles that each team are going for, you think, right now?
Looks like they're all going for poke on Siena Heights. So Akshan, Karma, and Jhin are all going to poke their way in. Once they get somebody in any tech low, Ornn's going to ult, Jarvan's going to jump, they're going to try and execute, and then use that momentum to keep pushing forward. Whereas we've got a dive comp right now with Indian attack.
Absolutely.
We can get Thresh to grab somebody, LeBlanc can dive in, hit the back line, and jump right back out. Ambessa also can dive right in, right along with the Thresh, and then Graves clean everything up and smoke screen.
Graves is a lot more short, close range, so it's going to be tough for him to get in, but he's a doom wrecker if he can get on the back line.
Well, and that's part of the great thing right now is between the Thresh and the Ambessa ult, Graves can pop a smoke screen and get right on in close.
Yeah, true. Especially because considering how ranged heavy the Indian tech side are.
All right, looks like they did pick.
We did in fact pick Ornn, so
pick Ornn. So we're
not a lot of attack, not a lot of magic damage, which is very concerning for Siena Heights. Because if this game goes late, like we were talking about, it's kind of over.
Yeah.
Taking a look real quick at the players, just communicating. One of them dipped out for a second, probably for a potty break. But other than that, yeah. Who do we think won comp-wise?
Just taking a look at it, I think it's Indiana Tech all the way. They've got the more rounded comp. They've got the stuff that they can actually get stuff in and get business done. Siena Heights right now is going to be very much a one-sided coin. If it works out for them, it can work out really well. If they don't get ahead early, there's not much they're going to be able to do.
I'm in an absolute agreement. The Indiana Tech side has so many angles to play. Their top laner gets behind, then they got mid lane with the LeBlanc. She can still carry the game. You got Graves on the jungle. Sure, it's a lot more of a volatile pick, but with that passive armor, it's a lot less volatile than it traditionally would be because he's going to be a lot more tanky than he normally is. Because normally, Graves doesn't really build like more tank stuff. He's sort of an assassin. He's like a hybrid assassin type thing. He normally goes lethality on all of his builds, or at least his meta builds. So Indiana Tech, much more clean, much more easy to play. The Thresh can just hook anyone. The moment it hooks anyone, they just insta die. While Siena Heights, you know, like, I don't see how they get through anything. Even their poke and stuff too, right? Like the Jhin, sure, it has range, but LeBlanc uses 1W, right? And he's on top of her, and on top of him, and just one-shots him.
And if the 1W doesn't get the trick, got the R to do a second dash.
Yeah, second dash insta, right on top of him. Meanwhile, the Akshan as well, like, the Akshan doesn't have enough attack range as the Aphelios, so that you'll get outranged by the Aphelios. Karma can get some nice poke in, but like that's a support Karma, you know? If this was a mid Karma, that would be a very good pick, but it's like, this Karma's not going to do enough damage to fully utilize how much range she actually has over the opponents.
Yeah, because if it was Karma mid and she built straight AP,
yeah,
I think they'd have a better chance.
One mantra Q takes up half of one of the carries HP on any attack side.
And they just have to make a decision. Are we going to fight with half health, or are we going to back and regroup and possibly lose an objective?
Take it a little bit longer here. Should be very close to in-game now. Only 10 seconds left, which is very good. One last thing, though, is because of Siena Heights side being so volatile, you know, are they going to be looking to do a lot more dragon stacking?
They might, or what they might do, and it sounds weird, but just kind of looking at that comp, they might all coalesce together pretty early to try and snowball somebody.
Try to 5-man dive someone, or maybe just like try and deathball the game?
Yeah, they could try and do a bunch of team plays and just try and go off the unpredictability there of that. They do have quite a bit of movement and either invisibility or just speed in general, so they might do these 3 or 4 5-man ganks just to try and get somebody up ahead so they can start that snowball if they don't think they're going to do it off the rip.
That absolutely can work. It's just a matter of how well they're going to see and Height's going to play it. We're nearly there.
We're just loading in right now.
Loading in right now. League of Legends client, known to be the best in the industry.
What? You don't like the spaghetti code holding it all together with duct tape and super glue?
Yeah, it's a bit worse than super glue. Oh, an initial fight from the top laner and the junglers.
Got lots of trade. I think LeBlanc might even be over that way too. Yep.
Yeah. Walking over, saying she can continue the fight, but they decide to back off.
So it is Ambessa top, not jungle, so we are going to have more of a standardized play on Indiana Tech side.
Yeah. Currently, good poke in from the LeBlanc. This is going to be a very interesting matchup on the mid lane. Action can do some considerable damage when the LeBlanc goes in, but the LeBlanc can like get her chain or E onto the Action. Is very dangerous for him.
Yeah. It's going to be a very volatile. I think he has the slight upper hand these first 2 levels.
Ooh, good hook. Good
hook right there. Damage off and get right back on in there.
Very good for this lane currently. They're already stopping them from getting 2 minions from bot lane. Yeah, they lost 2 minions.
Yep. Kind of same thing going on up in top lane as well. We see right now every single time this one's going into farm, Ambessa is not playing lightly, making sure he takes some chip damage for it.
Absolutely. That hook goes wide, but does hit the E. This Ignite down onto the Karma. Karma's 1 HP, but I don't think she's going to die to the Ignite tick.
It's going to keep...
But that's very good start for the IT bot lane. They're going to have a massive CS advantage. They're going to probably... if I'm assuming correctly, they're probably going to... Wait, another hook in? That's amazing. Great really poke onto this Jhin.
I'm going to force Jhin to back.
Yeah, Jhin has to back here. And look at that wave on the bot lane right now. Oh, LeBlanc, the chain hits.
There's that chain.
The chain hits, and that's first blood. Absolutely first blood. Absolutely first blood. Jhin, Karma did come back in time, so Jhin does have to give up the entire wave. But Jin's still going to lose out on that trade. He's going to probably have to back for next wave. J4 is in the tri-bush looking, see, for an overextension. Graves is here, so if they're fast enough, Graves can start moving over and save the IT bot lane.
Doesn't even need it. Doesn't look like it.
Couldn't cancel the E. Flash in from the Jhin. Flash
Graves
out from...
gonna make a play right here. Might get another one.
Jhin, 1 HP. Flash in from the Graves. Can he get the... No! The level up saves the Jhin at the last moment. Another hook in.
That's it. Karma goes... Oh!
Just barely lives with just a sliver of HP. But this bot lane is hurting, and another wave. Look at the CS advantage from the Aphilos to the Jhin right now. IT so far ahead in this early game.
Doubled up in farm. This is the second back already that Karma's having to do. She is going to be way behind in experience.
And what did we say, you know, if Siena Heights gets behind with this team comp, it's kind of over.
Yeah.
Indiana Tech already jumping out to close to a 1K goal lead. at 3:40 in the game.
Yeah, not even to 5 minutes yet, and it's looking rough for Siena Heights.
Absolutely. Currently in the mid lane, got a 9 CS lead. Aphelios with 8 more CS than the Jhin on the bot lane. That's not including all the XP that the Jhin lost as well. So that's a very tough time for them currently. LeBlanc goes in, hits another chain. Akshan does have the hook out. J4 looking to try something up here in the top lane.
Good use of the red board there, though.
Yeah. Good use of the sweeper. This is going to be a 2v1 on the Bandit Boy, but let's see if he can try and get out of it. No, he's not going to be able to. Or? Yeah, I know. But
does take the flash with him, though.
Oh, another hook down on the bot lane, and they did get 2 flashes on the top lane, but this is a dead karma on my screen right now. Here, waiting.
3 health, guys.
Ah, 3 health. Aphelios didn't have enough for his empowered ability. He used his ability to finish the kill. Graves going in on the J4, just absolutely bullying this jungler. And then another solo kill by Luca in the mid lane.
Yep, I don't think Graves is seeing the Ornn right here coming up behind them.
J4 is pretty low, but I think this is just a dead Graves. He got a little too aggressive on this play, trying to go a bit too greedy for the Grugs.
Yeah, I saw the vision. Deny that farm early. Get some farm yourself. Get ahead that way. It's not a bad play. Unfortunately, the top laner was paying attention, was able to come around.
Once again, looking down at the bot lane, this Aphelios, man. Look at the CS leads from mid and bot lane currently. 34 to 18, 47 to 23. This is a rough game for Siena Heights.
And what's worse right now is that's 1 AP and 1 AD. So they can't really even build strong just to stop.
This Ornn, he doesn't know what to itemize. He's going up against an attack damage carry in the Mbessa, while at the same time, the strongest member on Indiana Tech side is this magic damage dealing LeBlanc. LeBlanc going in for another, hits the chain again. That's a level 7 LeBlanc. You cannot be walking in the lane anymore. As is Akshan, you're only level 5. Akshan is going to have to back again or he's going to die. Another hook down in the bot lane.
He might even die despite this. Nope, gonna back off.
He's playing it safe. They warded off the hook, I think. They're trying to stop him.
And what did I tell you right at the start? Misses it with the first W, has the R to back it up.
Yeah, absolutely. Gets the secure kill. Good play from Siena Heights side, though. J4 coming down bot lane at a weird timing to catch IT's bot lane off guard.
Yep, that is a huge moment for them right now because this
Graves did get 6 with this. That's a dead karma. Can they hit this hook on the Jhin? If they can, this might be a dead Jhin. No, they decided to back off.
What I was going to say, right before Graves came in and had that great play there was, this is Jin's chance to kind of catch back up on farm, but now he's pushed out and he has to go back again just to make sure he doesn't die the second.
Yeah, another time. While Aphelios is back in lane, and he's going to be able to push out. And ult in from Mbessa. This Ornn might be gone. Might not be long for this world. And, oh, he thought he had enough damage, and the Ornn just barely lives.
Yeah, he's going to have to back up nice and far. If he stays by this tower, I think he dies.
No. He'll be fine. The J4 is coming up to shadow him, so he's going to be fine. And Mbessa used her ultimate, so she doesn't have a lot of kill pressure in the lane. Not to mention, you know, Ornn's passive allowing him to buy items in the middle of the lane, so he can be a bit more greedy and wait for his teleport to come back up. I'm assuming he's probably going to kill this wave, and then, no, actually, he's going to be backing here. He's going to look for a freeze onto the wave. Smart idea. You know, this Mbessa is already super far ahead, and you're a tank. Just want to freeze the lane to stop him from getting any more of an advantage that he already has.
And right now, that is the lowest CS difference between any of the lanes.
Absolutely. He's doing a very fine job on the top lane. Another hook chain in by the LeBlanc. Half HP on this Akshan. He is not having fun in this lane. A 2-level gap on Indiana Tech side.
Yeah, I don't even know what his play is right here at this point. Like, it's just rough. It's
a GG go next, and that's an... Oh, that chain hits, and another kill to this LeBlanc.
Yeah, he's just getting forced out of lane so quick that it's hard for him to stay relevant because he's just, every time he steps up to farm, he's gonna get a hit, and it's gonna hurt.
J4 coming down mid lane might catch out this LeBlanc, who went a little too far ahead.
Oh, we've got the ult. And it's going to get eaten by the minions.
Gets eaten by the minions, but this is a very, very slippery LeBlanc. You cannot really chase down a LeBlanc like that. She just has so much mobility.
Oh, and that passive proc makes it pretty hard too, you know? Got to pick left or right.
Ornn ulting in, looking to get a nice trade on a Bandit Boy, but Luca is here from the initial fight with the J4. J4 flash E combos in.
There's the R.
Ults the Mbessa. Mbessa is dead here. She has no more dashes.
Now, do they keep pushing their luck to try and get the shutdown right here? It looks like they
Luca.
do, and it looks like they get it.
Not easily played by J4. J4 realizing that, making a read onto the LeBlanc that she was going to teleport back, initially prepping the flag and drag, his EQ combo, back onto where she teleported back on.
Yeah, that was very well played, very well predicted. They're going to be able to try and get something off this.
At the same time, though, during that entire thing happening, you know, Graves grabbing the dragon, making sure on IT side that they're not getting too far down, even if play goes the wrong way.
Yep, that's definitely the right call there. Hey, I've got top lane. Having the back. I've got jungle that was just up in top lane. They aren't here.
Ooh, hook goes wide.
We've already checked with Sweeper. They don't have vision on this drag. I'm just going to take it.
Absolutely, absolutely. But we're talking about the top jungle currently for Siena Heights doing pretty well, but this bot lane is absolutely suffering. This gold lead, they might get Event Horizon, not Event Horizon, what was it called again? The 100 gold difference, but you know, Luca, this LeBlanc is just killing this action every single time he goes in a lane. Can't even finish my sentence before he's killing another one.
Yeah, and like I said, he's got that huge level lead on him right now, so every single time he goes to leave tower, he is risking it.
But what I was saying before, there's this old saying called getting horizoned from a very old player, and it's when you go down 100 CS. And currently, on the IT side, Aphelios is trying to horizon the Jhin.
Oh, and it's
getting close.
It's very possible this game.
This Jhin is absolutely suffering right now. He cannot do anything, Bandit Boy going in. J4 is here. He can start walking up and they might look for a kill onto the Mbessa. Finally, the Jhin hitting level 6. Ulti in from the Ornn. Good buffer from the Mbessa to get out. But I think, nope. Luca is here. This is a very fed
double ult.
No. While the LeBlanc is fed, this J4 is just as strong. 4-0 currently for the Siena Heights jungler. But Ornn just walking back in. He thought LeBlanc left. He just walked back in and let him die.
Yeah, I don't know what the play was there. That was a very interesting interaction. Yeah. I think Indiana Tech just kind of looked at each other and they went, hey.
That's a free kill, and that's another free kill onto the action by the Graves. A good play by this Aphelios might die. Use the barrier, but he's waiting it out. And boom, there goes the Aphelios. So Jhin trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, he is not giving up. He is fighting hard. Just trying to stay relevant. I mean,
absolutely. Currently the Graves, though, sealing away all the Jarvan's camps.
Yeah, that's once again, he's just got that really good presence of mind. Hey, I see what's going on. This jungler is going camping top, honestly. So every time he has to go back, I'm going to come in and see what I can grab.
Yeah, and he's 1v1ing him currently. This is a very strong Jarvan. This just goes to show how important it is to get a CS lead. Because he's currently 20 CS up on the Jarvan. And even though the Jarvan got so many kills...
Well, and Jarvan's only 1 kill ahead, you know? I think it's, what, 6 minion, 6 creep scores, about the same amount as a kill?
So he got very, very far ahead. This goes to show, like, kills aren't everything in this game, you know? It's just as important to be getting your creep score higher, because that also gives a lot of gold as well.
Yeah.
But, mid lane, Graves stealing away even more gold from this Jarvan. The Jarvan's having a really hard time, you know? The rest of his team is sort of collapsing around him, so he's now getting put in a massive disadvantage, and all of his gold income's getting taken away as well.
Freshy misses the hook.
J4 going in, Cataclysm's in, stops 2 people. Lanterns out on the IT side. Jarvan trying to kill this Graves. Does in fact get the kill on the Graves. This is a 3v2, but the LeBlanc is here and ready to one-shot the Siena Heights ADC, and there he goes down. This Jarvan, not long for this world.
No, and I think part of that right there was just their positioning. If Jarvan had played a little bit further back, he wouldn't have gotten the kill, but he might have been able to help react.
Yeah, Jarvan actually able to get out though. Or maybe not.
Not
just
quite.
Right when I say that, caster cursing it. But currently, let's get a certified bub gold check-in real quick though. 27.4k to 21.7k. Oh wait, before that, Ophelia is trying to go for 2v1 on the bot lane. Just barely not able to kill the Karma, but taking a lot of damage in return. A bit greedy on the Anatech side. But back to the gold lead. 6k gold lead currently. Is absolutely massive, especially for only being close to 15 minutes into the game.
Yeah, that's for most champions. That's two whole items right there.
Absolutely, 2 whole items. And you can see that in the items on the bottom of our screens, you know. Currently, Graves, Storm Razor, LeBlanc with the Luden's Echo. It's been a long time since I've seen that item. Recently came back in the most recent patches.
Yep, season 16.
Yeah. And another solo kill. At this point, there's no point in even commentating on every single time this LeBlanc solo killing the Action.
No, and it seems kind of mean to say, but it's almost like farming a minion. When they're that far behind.
At this point,
don't have the health, they don't have the damage.
Flashing in. J4, great hook by the Thresh, getting securing the kill as well. The support jungle on the tech side, popping off, going together. Catch out this Jarvan, that's the current carry for Siena Heights side.
And a little bit of a brawl going up in top lane.
Yeah, tank versus tank, so not a lot happening. Oh, that is that Jhin went bye-bye. He disappeared. He Houdini'd.
That was 2/3 of his health.
Oh no, more. He was full HP. He was like gone.
I'm talking the single, double Q.
Absolutely, yeah.
Ended up taking 2/3.
Flash in from the Thresh again. Hook goes wide. Kind of hard to hit the Thresh hook there when the Karma uses her shield to speed herself up.
Yep, and it's so telegraphed if you...
Yeah. On the slower side for hooks. And it's not like a Nautilus hook, you know. Nautilus was such a massive hitbox, so it's like half the time if you throw off the hook, it's just going to hit something anyways. Flash in from the Ornn, but that was an interesting flash from him. Not even using his ultimate, just getting mind controlled by the Mbessa to flash.
Yeah, that was pretty forced engage.
Actually, he might die here. He could die here. He wasted his flash, and Mbessa has her full kit ready. Ultimate's there. Graves is also here, shadowing the Jarvan. They know this Richard's trying to be taken.
Knows you can take him in the 1v1.
Yep. Jarvan being a bit too greedy here, not playing to his strengths. He's trying to sneak away the kill. Mbessa ult goes wide, but the top lane, he just got 2v1'd.
Okay, she is very consistent with her unstoppable and dodging this Ornn ult.
Very smart. Would have wished to see it actually land instead of just using the unstoppable, but still.
I don't know if that was the play there. It might have been an intentional whiff just so they could finish off the Jarvan there.
It could be, yeah.
I know I can take the Ornn. I don't need the ult for the Ornn. It moves me into my damage form. I can one-tap the Jarvan and then clean up the Ornn afterwards. Doesn't have the movement abilities. His flash is already down. That way we can just tear into him.
Getting a tech though. 4-man gripping up in the mid lane. They want to get this game over with. They do not want to be here any longer. Lantern's out by the Aphelios. Jhin opens up the curtain, called for a second, but decided to put it back down. Currently just poking and prodding from the IT side. They're so far ahead. They know they can end this game at any moment. Just one pick and this game is over.
Yep, Thresh out there trying to hit another hook. Jarvan ult still on cooldown, so he's going to come in and try and see if he can just pull something.
Yeah. Chain goes down, another hook in. That's a dead Jarvan.
Does have his flash and is barely able to make it out.
Good ult shield. Good Mantra Shield from the Karma to save the Jarvan at the last second there. That was very good. Surprisingly, this one does damage though. Takes away half the health of a very fed LeBlanc, but Jarvan just walking in for no apparent reason. He didn't decide to back and get healed up. He just sat there. So LeBlanc, such a very strong burst character, especially when ahead. So she just takes him down. Holy! I just looked at scoreboard, by the way. 12-1 LeBlanc.
Yep. 20-7 for the whole match.
Currently, IT has more kills, has one more kill than how many minutes have passed in the game. It is 20 kills at 19 minutes, just on the IT side. So a very bloody game. Yeah,
we don't see this much in pro play anymore. A lot of it's a slow burn right until about 1 or 2 fights, and then...
Yeah. Jarvan going in. This is a 2v3. This is the best chance that Siena Heights got to kill and get an advantage somewhere. Nice early kill.
Fresh. Do they have enough health though to take out this Graves? And it looks like they are.
Good flash in from the Graves, getting that confirmed kill onto the Jarvan. But this Graves is not long for this world unless any tech decide to leave him to die.
Yep, I think the play right there would have been see if we can let Akshan get it. That way we can get the instant revive on that Jarvan. But they also just needed to make sure they got that confirmed kill. He is slippery, so I think they might have made the right play in the on.
As long as one of the carries gets it.
Right.
Blanc goes in, just barely not able to get the second, the chain off. 2v1 on the top lane.
Does pull Akshan's flash though.
Yeah, does get the Akshan flash out though. Philios taking 2 tower shots, very low. Probably going to need a back soon. Currently on the attack side, they're starting to ping for the Baron. They know that they're so far ahead that they can just force a Baron fight, and if Siena Heights decide to contest, they're just going to die.
Yeah. And right now, we know we got only ult we have down right now is the Graves ult. So.
Yeah. A lot of very good team fighting ults currently for Indiana Tech. Aphelios, very wide range. Mbessa with her ultimate can go into the backline. A very especially squishy backline considering how far ahead they are.
Right.
Dragon coming up in 7 minutes as well. If Indiana Tech wanted to rub it in a bit more, they could keep this game going for a little bit, pad their stats, keep on stacking their dragons.
Yeah, Akshan there was kind of hiding around with his invis, hoping to possibly get something there, but...
Mbessa might be caught out on the top lane. Siena Heights are pinging for it, but Thresh, super aware of what they're trying to do. Gets a clean kill onto the Jarvan.
Yep, and unfortunately it looks like they might take the Ornn as well.
Ooh, goes in. Thresh goes in with
Thresh
the Q and has to flash back out.
Mind. He said, yeah, no, we don't want this fight.
He saw 3 people and he was undeterred. He's like, yeah, no, we're far ahead, but I'm not suicidal, you know. I'm not that crazy. The Rift Herald being used to slam into Siena Heights. This is a pretty sad game. Very tough game for Siena Heights.
Yeah, I don't know why. I understand the vision. Not quite sure why they didn't just take tower with it, though. I think it would have been a little bit faster into the game.
I mean, hey, they did get 1 kill, and they were nearly going to kill another, but Siena Heights, Indiana Tech staying here for a bit too long. Siena Heights decided to pounce on it.
Jarvan ult misses the hook and the flay.
Flash out from the Mbessa. Jarvan keep on going. We gotta remember, this Jarvan is still pretty strong. Comparative to the rest of his team, this Jarvan can actually still play the game.
Yeah, Mbessa taking quite a bit of chunk damage there. Jarvan's gonna go straight back to farming.
He's just trying to get a little bit of HP. Getting whatever he can, you know. Any attacker just constantly getting rid of all of his gold income. Another ultimate in. Aphelios goes back in, dies.
Jhin gets the ult kill.
Ornn dies here. Very low on the Siena Heights side, but they got a timing here. LeBlanc is still running back over. She's very close now, but...
Yeah, if this fight goes on any longer, LeBlanc's going to be able to jump in and...
Yeah, they're super low on Siena Heights. They need to back off. Jarvan trying to combo out. Chain just barely misses.
I think personally right there, I would have used my R to get a second dash in there. Just to make sure I could hit that chain.
It's a little bit greedy. I would say it's fine. Just reset on a tech side. They're sitting on a lot of gold currently. You know, a lot of them have not backed. I just watched Aphelios buy straight up a full item.
Yeah.
That's how far how long he stayed out on the map.
Yeah, that's not a little bit of gold either.
Yeah. Graves backs, buys a full item, Last Whisperer, and a crit cloak.
Ooh. LeBlanc being able to take out that Jarvan right there is pretty large. If they want, they can just go right into
Siena Heights jungler is dead though, so any attack pinging onto the Baron, they know the smite is down on Siena Heights. They know that they can secure this for free.
That's also their strongest player at the moment.
Absolutely, yeah. With this Baron, I'm gonna have to assume that the game's probably gonna be ending in 5 or so minutes.
Well, look at the pings right there. It looks like they might go straight over to Drag.
Yeah. Don't look at the bottom right though. Don't worry about the bottom right. Don't want to spoil ourselves real quick on what is about to happen. Jarvan going in. Jarvan dead. Or not Jarvan, Graves died.
Good use of the Jhin ult there.
Good goes in. 4v5 currently, but Indiana Tech are so far ahead that they can happily take this fight. They are not scared of Siena Heights.
Taking out that one right there.
Siena Heights so low. And with this Baron buff, I think that's going to be game over.
Definitely does appear to be.
Another hook in. Great hook from the Thresh. Onto the Jhin. Jarvan, 1 HP, dies to the... can't remember what that item's called. Storm Surge, yes. Thresh got caught out there a little bit. Got a bit too greedy. This Aphelios, though, is just pumping damage.
Yeah, he's got his chakrams up. He's gonna just hit like a truck right now because those are basically 5 autos right in a row.
And that, I think, is a certified dub for game 1.
That'll be game 1 right there.
Very well played from the NA Tech side, though.
Yeah, and look at the team right now. Cool as a cucumber.
Got a little spoiled there because all the player cams. You could see all the players laughing and stuff, and you could see that they were that the game was already over. But still, that was still very fun watch. Little pump stomp is good on the eyes. Yeah,
that is the one downside right now with the stream delay and the spectator delay is unfortunately sometimes those player cams can
could spoil it. It happens the exact same thing in professional play as well, you know?
Right. You can always tell if you're watching it, you see just a little bit ahead, about a 3-minute poke ahead to see what's kind of, they're happy, if they're sad, stuff going in their favor or not.
But regardless of that, very, very good game from Indiana Tech side.
Yeah, didn't quite get that 100 CS lead though.
Not 100 CS lead, they didn't horizon it, but other than that, like, geez. We talked about how volatile the Siena Heights side was if they got behind at the start, and they got behind, and
Jarvan was trying to stay on, but unfortunately his team just didn't have the damage with them all being basically one type.
Yeah. No matter the heroics with the Jarvan, if you don't have a good comp in League of Legends, it's just very hard to come back into the game.
Yeah, especially at this level of play, it is not a solo game anymore. If you're a low elo, you can kind of swing it.
Yeah,
but you get into those high elos, it is a team game at the end of the day.
Once you start getting into collegiate, into the pro league, you know, like, it's just so tough.
Right.
It's, unless you're cream of the crop, you know, it's just so difficult to solo carry games.
Yeah, so that being said, what do you think their pick and bans are going to look like this second game? How do you think they're going to change?
Well, currently we're doing a fearless draft, which means that all the characters are going to be gone. If I had to guess, I would think that Siena Heights are going to play a lot more safe. You know, This is a BO3. I'm assuming it's a BO3, right? Yeah, it's a BO3. So, because it's a best of 3, first to 2 wins, Siena Heights are probably going to be a lot safer. You know, they don't want to lose the series just yet. They want to try and get us into a game 3. I'm hoping for a game 3. I want a big game. You know, I'm still praying for the Indiana Tech win overall, but having a nice game, good back and forth game is always nice to have.
Right. And it looks like
we're already back in. We're just very fast. This is nice. No longer having to wait.
Yeah.
For 10 minutes for the players to all get ready.
Did not take much time. I think They might put some target bans in here based off what they saw last game, so I might see that LeBlanc ban just to get it out of the way.
Oh, no. It's Fearless, so LeBlanc's already banned.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's my bad.
To give a refresher real quick, this is a more recent development, so this is why my boy forgot about it. Alright, cool. Fearless, the Fearless format, is any character that is played in a previous game is banned. So, on the Siena Heights side, the Jarvan can no longer be played. The Aphelios can no longer be played. On the Tech side, the Graves, Thresh, LeBlanc, all the power picks that we saw from Tech are gone now, which very much gives Siena Heights a very good chance to come back and win this game.
Right.
And another Urgot ban coming out from Siena Heights. Very interesting, considering normally Urgot is not a meta, like one of the better characters.
Not usually a priority ban.
But I'm assuming they saw some insight on the Tech side, and they saw that Bandit Boy was probably a good Urgot player. They don't want to deal with it, so...
Yeah, and then kind of on the Tech side, again, we're seeing that Skarner, we're seeing that Poppy.
Yeah. Those two characters especially, very good at shutting down dash characters like the Mbessa, like the LeBlanc, like the Graves as well.
Right.
So it seems like Tech want to go another dash-heavy comp. They want to get into Siena Heights' face. They want to constantly fight them. They want to say, hey, the only way you beat us is if you have better hands.
Right. And, you know, with how they played it last game, I don't blame them. That's kind of the play I'd make. I know I'm able to pick these fights and just force them back and really ram into them. I'm going to keep trying to do that.
Absolutely. First pick, though, the Caitlyn. We were talking about getting in their face, but Caitlyn's actually one of the longest ranged ADCs in the game currently.
That is true.
So very interesting. Maybe they aren't going for a dash-heavy comp. Maybe they are going for a more poke-based.
Potentially. They do have the Swain on the other side, though.
On the other side, Swain, though, we were talking about safe picks. Swain is a very safe pick. It's very hard to kill him in lane. But Nunu, very interesting pick. Off meta, it can work. It is safer, though, because his Q gives him a percentage health healing, and it's basically a second smite. It does a ton of damage to epic monsters. To those dragons, to those barons, to those jungle camps, you know? So, Siena Heights looking for a lot more savability. Same with Tech side, though. Gnar, very big staple. My personal favorite character in the game currently.
Like breaking out of the ice, man?
Yeah, bro. I think I'm like Mastery 35 on Gnar.
Jeez.
I am a big Gnar. I love Gnar. Loved him since he's come out. But Tech side, yeah. Looking for a lot more poke. They're not doing a ton of dash-ins and stuff.
Hovering Ken, and we are definitely seeing a lot safer of a team comp over on the Siena Heights
Absolutely.
side.
They do not, with Gnar being one of the ranged top laners, they do not want to constantly deal with him, the top laners getting poked out of lane. They want to stay in lane. They want to contest back and forth.
Oh, switched at last second to Sion.
Sion's also good. Sion is a very, very tanky character. Gnar can have some troubles against the Sion if played well. But on the Tech side, though, the Nidalee, that's a big change. So we were talking earlier about how we were thinking about Tech because of the Poppy ban, because of the... I haven't seen enough League of Legends lately to remember all there's so many characters. Even I, having watched League of Legends for 12 years now.
It's okay. The picture changed recently. It is Skarner.
Skarner, yes, Skarner. Oh, Skarner.
Yeah, they
Skarner and Poppy, you know, those two, right? Very good at dealing with dashes. So, regardless of that, though, Tech deciding to go against what we were saying previously, and they're going a lot more pokes. Caitlyn, longest range ADC character, I should say. Not the longest range character, but one of the longest range characters. Nidalee, another poke character, and Gnar, too, a ranged top laner, which we normally do not see. We normally see a lot more of these heavy, big guys, melee, go boom, boom.
Big, beefy, wet noodle fights top.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
We see a lot more of the Mbessas, melee. We see a lot more Sion, melee, Ornn, melee. Gnar can be very effective in the top lane, but we do got a Corki. Corki is especially good on this draft. So Siena Heights, once again, doing what we're talking about, playing that safer, because Corki can match Caitlyn in that poke game. with his ultimate once he gets level 6 online. And Nivea as well. They do Indiana Tech going even more on this poke.
Yeah, they might. The other thing with this right now is Gnar, Nidalee, Caitlyn all have dashes that if used correctly can push them straight into the fight.
Yeah, absolutely.
With the bans, they got rid of the Rel too. They got rid of the Nautilus. They are really just narrowing down who it is they can do for Peel.
Varus? That is... what? Is that a Nidalee No, it's not a Nidalee support. There's no way.
I think that might be a Nidalee mid. And Nivea's support.
No.
Varus in the top.
What I'm thinking, right?
Gnar jungle.
Is it's going to be a Gnar top lane.
Okay.
Going to be a Nidalee jungle. Going to be a Nivea. Well, Indiana Tech have decided. Like, think about it, right? We got so far ahead when we were poking this Jhin out last game, right? They thought... their egos are so big right now. They're like, don't even worry. We'll pick 2 ADCs and we'll still crush Siena Heights in the bot lane.
See, we might see either Varus mid then. Honestly.
No. 100% it's going to be bot lane. It's going to be double ADC bot lane. And with Varus and Caitlyn, those two are like, other than Corki, are like the ranged characters. They have such massive attack ranges and stuff. They're just going to constantly poke out this Corki and Ami out of lane.
Yeah, I can see that as well.
Especially with this Nunu. This Nunu is going to be very tough. All of his ganks from the Nunu are very telegraphed.
Yeah.
Sure, the snowball comes in, but it's not like a dash. It's not like Jarvan where you can just throw his flag and then immediately dash in and has so many gap closers, you know? The Nunu... all the Nunu does, he presses W, he makes a massive ball, and he just goes faster.
Rolls right on in.
Yeah, he's only faster. That's it. He doesn't have a dash. Oh, so we were talking earlier, just before the match, we were talking about role swaps. From production, we do in fact have role swaps. Because last game we didn't see role swaps, because I think the Indiana Tech side at the last moment got scared of maybe Siena Heights were a lot better than they actually were.
Gotcha. Yep, so it looks like we'll have Luca on support. Kitsu on ADC. Uzi's back in the jungle. Bandit mid and Ping running at top.
Running at top lane. Maybe it is Varus top lane then. If the Ping, the support player, is going top, it might be the Varus top, like you were saying.
Yep. Be very interesting.
We shall see. We shall see.
And it would be pretty strong in a Sion, not gonna lie.
Yeah, Varus has been known to be a counter pick for Sion, especially when you go those builds, like those, let's see. I'm trying to remember the exact item build currently. I believe it might be Bork first, but if you go Bork or Blade of the Ruined King, first item. All right, we did get a announcement from production on what exactly is happening. Kityu? I don't know how exactly to pronounce that. Kitsu?
Kitsu's playing Varus.
I just see that name and I just think Overwatch, Kasune, go. I just see Kasune Rush, move in.
Yep, so we got Kitsu with Varus, Luca with Kate, Gnar with top, and Nivea's mid, and Nidalee's over in the jungle.
So yeah, it is what I was saying. It's going to be a Varus Caitlyn on the spot lane. They're going to try and poke him out.